we are starting the trip.
Yep, so the plan was to go down south, right? We were going to do a Southern Belle, Southern Charm style trip. But unfortunately, those plans went down due to weather. There were tornado watches in North Carolina, floods in Charleston, and floods to Hurricane Debbie, aka Little Debbie's Cookies. She was mad and created a storm. Now we're not able to go down south. So now we have to go up north.
Maine is promising us to be beautiful.
It's a beautiful state. When you breathe the air, you just feel rejuvenated. It's so clean up there. You feel like a new person.
We decided to stop by the Peabody Museum of Yale in Connecticut, specifically in New Haven, just because it was on the way and it would be a shame to not visit it. To me, it was really interesting learning about dinosaurs more. I was always curious about them, but this was a great opportunity to just dive into their world. We were exploring the museum for about 2 hours, and also they have some rooms with the later history, the human inventions like a typing machine, photo camera, the telephone, and also a little bit about the Egyptian civilization. Also, it was awesome to be able to spend the night in Connecticut at Ari's parents, because the driving was a lot for that day, and it offered us a great way to relax before our trip to New Hampshire the next day to Portsmouth. This is how were the old-fashioned houses in America several centuries ago. How many centuries ago? Like
1600s.
1600s.
30s, I think.
Nice.
Okay.
So syrupy. Okay.
That's pretty good. Hey, Old Orchard Beach, Maine.
It's very creamy.
Oh yeah.
Was worth the wait.
It was worth the wait. You want a picture?
Lobsters. We are going to crack open like for the first time. Like it's the first experience for both of us. And here we have the lobster roll, which is an already ready sandwich, and it looks actually very delicious and enormous. And we got some salad for
Caesar salad.
yeah, for some fiber and vitamins.
There we go.
But the lobster looks actually fantastic.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Careful this.
So this is the melted butter
Yep.
that you put.
Dip the
Okay.
meat.
Bravo, Ari.
Take the claws off. There's some meat in here. I've never done this before, so I could be doing it totally wrong. I may be doing it wrong. I would twist the tail.
Ooh.
There we go.
I think you did it right.
And then there's some stuff in here.
If we did it wrong, write in the comments.
See how it cracks right open? Look,
Wow.
look, there's some meat right there. Oh. Pretty good, pretty good.
Yeah?
So usually there's not too much meat in the middle, right?
Yeah, I don't believe so. Some people will break off the small legs and kind of suck out the little bit of meat that's in those.
There we go.
is day 3 in our trip and day 2 in the state Maine, and we are as always lucky with the weather. I'm going to show you why. It is raining again, not very much. Yeah, last winter we were in Clearwater in Florida and it was raining the whole day. It was awful. Now it is actually nice.
Drizzling. Just drizzling.
It is just drizzling, and hopefully we can explore like with better conditions.
Definitely a beach town, beach vibes, so people are naturally more relaxed. And it just feels more refreshing here. The air is different.
Oh yes, definitely.
The air feels, you feel good when you're breathing air. You feel rejuvenated, you know? Definitely one spot where I really recall that feeling is in Kennebunkport, where you feel like a new person when you breathe. Here, there's still a lot of activity, so maybe that's why you don't feel as much. But it's a cool spot. See.
Should be beautiful. Take the shot of the place. It's nice. So here we go. Oh. The pancakes are large.
Big portions. Just say
Well,
this isn't France.
This is in France, definitely. On our way to the lighthouse. We've been driving now for 20 minutes and we decided to stop by to an amazing scenery that I'm going to show you in a second. It is just something that I never see, and Ari probably not as well, because it is so distinct, it's so foggy, it is just different vibe here. It is like the ocean, I'm used to the water and all that, but not to this scene.
Well, this one is shit.
Hustle and bustle, hustle and bustle.
Look at that. It's cool. Classic.
It looks like we're doing Norumbegans for happy hour. They're Norumbegans. They're from Damascata. They're the big ones. Don't usually do those for happy hour.
Nice, thank you.
Damn joke,
If you told the owner that this fish is better than a fish fillet, why are you comparing it to McDonald's?
Which one?
Here, Lobster. You rolling?
Yes.
In Philly, it's Philly. But when you're in Maine, it's more to keep the main thing the main thing. In Greece, we use mythos, but in Maine, we cheers with oysters.
Oysters?
Yamas.
Ari got a new hobby. Cigar. I don't know if it's a cigar, the glass of wine from before, or the folk, but something gives me like a buzzed vibe.
Feels good.
Feels good. It feels a little intense. I'm not used to that, definitely. I can't believe I'm saying this phrase, but I can't eat oysters anymore because we had like 10, like 5 each for $2 each because it was happy hour, and it felt so salty. It was nice, very fresh but salty. So I don't think I can eat oysters
But we have lobster
for
and
for a
crab.
long time now. And the same thing with the other type of seafood. Like you can eat it once, but not really do it 3 times a week, you know. And because it's expensive, and because it's the flavor. Like I don't feel like it. Also, one thing that inspired me and impressed me as a European is that people in USA like to talk to each other, even if it's strangers. You can like ask a question, to ask for a navigation or something like that, and they're just willing to talk to you for 10 minutes. It is very impressive that people seem friendly here. I don't know if it's truly sincere, but they're friendly. I like that. And for me, it is very strange. You are more accustomed to that, but I feel very shy even ask a question. But I think I should be more I need to get used to that more. And people also love to make compliments to you if they're strangers. They can pass through you and say, "Oh, you have nice earrings," or "Oh, you have nice shoes." It's just interesting. It's very different. Came to the gelato fiasco in Portland, Maine, and we got 3 flavors in a medium cup. Here it is. It's mango, Maine blueberry, and then mascarpone pistachio caramel. My favorite version is the mascarpone pistachio caramel. It's actually very rich and tasty. The other flavors are also very, very good. You can really taste the fruit. It's very good gelato. But my favorite is the pistachio one. So we are about to enter a speakeasy bar.
Speakeasy bar, Lincoln's,
It calls Lincoln's.
named after
It is
Abraham Lincoln,
named after Abraham Lincoln.
the 16th
And-
president who saved America from falling apart in the Civil War.
Exactly. So let's go and see it now. Ooh, that's cool. In Athens also there are places like this. Is it here? Oh.
Damn, this is
Maybe you should say, should we say a code, like password or something?
get in here.
We came to an area called Kendabag Port, and it's very beautiful here. We actually stopped to explore a little bit. We are not going to be too long, I believe. Here it's the coast, and apparently there is a nice beach here, and we are going to see whether we should have a stop here and swim or continue. Ari says that this is the not residence, but
It's their summer home.
it's the
like
summer home
It's
of
the Bush compound, George Bush,
yes.
the president. Former.
all these houses of their family, which is cool. Probably like a cool summer spot. Yeah, the air is actually amazing. It's hot today, but you still feel that breeze. And especially if you go in under the shade, it becomes cooler. Oh, there is a church over there.
I mean,
We found the beach, and I believe it's much better. So we just left the old orchards area, we left the motel, and I realized that I forgot to show you the room tour. And maybe it's good that I forgot, because it wasn't maybe the best experience ever. It was safe, I admit. It was relatively clean. Although we asked our bed sheets to be changed the very first day we came in, because we just wanted to be sure, and I noticed like a hair, so like, and the person at the reception was really nice, and just assisted us with everything.
The sheets were old and they had like coffee stains. Like they were brown.
Everything was
I don't know what it was actually. We don't want to know what it was on those sheets.
I hope it's.
They look old.
I hope it's just stains, you know, of history. Like, and it's not something else. Like, I hope it's just old sheets, you know. Sometimes the white sheets can get yellow. Anyway, and you will think that we went cheap on a motel, that we picked like the cheapest place. We picked the cheapest place, but it was expensive. Everything in this area, apparently, because it's high season here in Maine, everything just the costs go up.
It was like $250 at night, and it was the closest spot I could find at the beach that was sort of within reason. I mean, it was a rip-off.
This place costed like $50 at most.
No, in America.
For what it was.
For what it was, maybe like, it should have been like 90 at the most.
Yeah, you got a hot dog.
I wait there. This is, what is that? Oil?
No, it's just clamps.
No, but oil over there.
Butter, I think.
Butter, melted butter.
I don't.
So we arrived to the area. Here is our little cabin. It is pink, and here are the other cabins, different colors. And I think this is very useful because you can tell which one is yours, like from the moment you arrive. Here is also like one bigger cabin, and these are smaller. We already entered, so I'm kind of excited about this one. I will not be surprised in this room tour, but I hope you will. So I guess this is the backyard, how to say it correctly. This is actually very, very cute. I didn't want to let you disappointed because I didn't give you the room tour from the previous room. So here it is. Here is the cabin. Close the door here. I already enjoy the decoration. It is much better than in the previous motel room we were staying. This is actually even bigger, and I don't know, some things have to be in the right way. So this is the bed. Let's go here. This is the most, like, this is the part that is not going to be used, but it's still impressive. Like, look at these chairs. Wow, like I see something like that for the first time. Okay, so we have a fridge, small fridge, we have a microwave. This is also very nice. I don't know if we are going to use it. TVs, Ari outside, TV that probably we are not going to use it. Also the coffee makers, most of the times I don't use them. Okay, some decoration. And we move to the most important part, the bathroom, and I'm so happy to see that it's actually spacious. The shower is normal. We have towels. It's so nice that we have this type of soap and not these small little ones. I actually like it. It's like more than enough. So with all that stuff, the room is not that nice anymore, but it is still nice for us. It's like we are traveling for months, but it's going to be just a week. Here is a souvenir that we got from the Old Orchards beach. I don't know if I'm going to wear this on this trip or maybe a little bit later in the fall, but for now it feels like we transitioned from summer to fall, right?
Oh yeah.
Like from what I'm wearing right now. So we're going to chill a little bit and go out to the closest civilization. We are already in the Acadia National Park. This park is worldwide famous. People from internationally and from over the country come here.
This is like the most popular national park on the East Coast, especially in the Northeast. All the big parks like Yosemite and Death Valley, I think is a national park. I'm not sure, but all the ones in Utah, the Grand Canyons in Arizona. There's so many big ones out
People
west.
know about these parks in the West, but about this park, I personally didn't know.
Because it was an 8-hour, 9-hour affair.
And you were afraid to not make it back.
We're hiking.
Enjoy the nature and disconnect.
It's important to be out here. When we put our phones down and you just walk, you just exist.
Exactly.
Pan to the stairwell.
And now the interesting part starts. The elevated
hike.
Elevated hike. Oh. Beautiful. It's very important to be careful not to look at the view at the same time when you walk. You have to look at your feet when you walk, stop, and then look at the view, because this is majestic.
You gotta be careful, it's easy to trip on these rocks.
You have to be really careful, especially when you're tired, out of breath. It's easy to lose focus.
Respect.
Here is a very narrow passage, but very interesting. Ooh. Do you fit there?
Oh yeah.
Huh?
For sure.
So we did all that. I'm here.
We're here right now. That's where we are. We have to go back to the car.
Gardens.
It's gonna give me like a little bit of Skiathos.
It gives like a Greece vibe. Like if you didn't know where you are right now, you could think you're in Europe. What do you think of the beach, of the sand beach?
This is actually probably one of the best beaches, I would say, in Northeast USA. Maybe one of the best in USA, to be honest.
And there is an area like this, right at the beach. Some people hang out here. There are dunes. It's very beautiful. It's like a painting. I decided to get a lunch from a deli. We got 2 lobster sandwiches. I got a cold one with tarragon mayo, and I got a hot one. I'm going to do what we have. Something different, to not sit down and not spend too much time. Some Allagash brewing. This is the local MAINE beer, and we are trying it for the first time. We have been seeking for it
For an Allagash for a couple days.
for a couple days now in 2 bars, and they were out of it, so let's try it. It's actually very, very nice. You went to a bartending school for 1 week?
Well, it was only a 1-week program, so I did graduate from it. The number 1 rule of bartending is to never leave your bar unattended. Go there. Unattended. Unattended. Bottoms up. I'm going back there.
Starting a new day with a new adventure, and we are going to make a loop around the pond. So we made it to the midpoint. We made it here, and 1 hour passed already. And my guess is that we have another 1 hour to go all this way back.
These are good shots.
Thank you. We just arrived to New Hampshire. New state, new experience. We feel totally different, right?
Totally different. I came to New Hampshire, I'm a new person. Get it? New state, New Hampshire, new person.
So I'm going to show you the room that we have. I'm actually shocked. I haven't stayed in this type of hotels. This is a very historical. Yes, it's a historical. It's as I see here, from 1879 here. So we just walked in, left our stuff there. Here is the room. This is such a pleasure, like comparing to the little cabin before and the motel. This is amazing, amazing. So here is a little chair, and here is the view. It's actually in the mountains. It's very green, very, very, very beautiful area. So here we go again. I don't know what is this thing. It's probably like a part of the roof. This is not that interesting. This is like a closet. And we go here. I like that they use old furniture and that it has like these scratches, like it's the spots of the time. And here we have a nice TV, but this is actually something we never use. The bathroom. The bathroom usually is the part where I get disappointed, but I think that it's not going to be here. Here actually they have even soaps and lotions and conditioners. This is a big plus. Also, a nice little tub. This is how I like it. Just a nice simple tub. Πολύ ωραία. And then I like how clean it is. Okay. Oh, this is also nice. And towels. In the previous rooms and in the cabin, the towels, because it was so humid there, the towels couldn't dry off. I will see how it is going to be here, but it was just annoying that you had to really use a wet towel. Okay, and the toilet. Ooh, I see people dress here nicely. This is an old elevator. We have this type of elevators in Greece, in some buildings.
God, be careful.
Oh God, okay.
Feels like the Titanic.
Opa.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Look how slow it's going.
Oh.
Wow, this is a very old-fashioned elevator.
Wow.
Miss, enjoy your stay.
Thank you. Got a complimentary cookies, which we insisted that we have them now. No, they just forgot to give us them right away.
This is a crazy elevator. Look at this.
You're very welcome.
Going a little bit later. We will do so. That is for emergency. Temperature ever recorded. Only 72 degrees. Or on the train to move it. And large grill markers here about 15 miles.
Having some lunch, some pizza slices on the top of the mountain. Unfortunately, the view today is not really clear.
Apparently it's mostly like this 80% of the time.
Yes.
Should be ready for it. You'll take a left, and then a left, and then a left. Once you reach the corridor, you're gonna take a right, then another left. Once you see the one secret passageway, you'll take a left, and then a left, and then a left, and that's where you'll find the Master of Arms, and that's where you'll break out Jack Dawson. Mr. Andrews.
Mr. Andrews. Believe it or not, on the last day, our activities kinda were limited. We didn't have any much to do rather than taking the chairlift, going up to the Wildcat Point and exploring a little bit the hiking areas, walking around, when we realized that this is actually a part of the big Appalachian Trail that starts from the state Georgia and ends in Maine. We met actually two hikers separately that were hiking from Georgia, and they said that they are on their 5th month and that they have another month and a half to reach the top of Katahdin Mountain and that they're going to celebrate. We were just shocked about that this is possible, that people are actually doing that they're dedicating their time, energy, and sometimes even risking their lives.
It's just the right thing to do. They will find a home.